Today we're going to freeze dry cheesecake. Let's start the freeze dryer. Push quick start, then start, and it's going to give you a little warning here to make sure that the door is shut and the drain valve is closed. We're going to go ahead and shut that door, turn the latch all the way to the right, and you'll see that seal. Then your drain valve needs to be closed. It'll be perpendicular to the hose. We're going to chop up all of our cheesecake here, and you want to try and keep them in an equal width and height, just so that you have uniform freeze drying. If not, it'll just take a little bit longer. I'm definitely not perfect at this. However, it'll still taste great at the end. I also try and keep my blade of my knife fairly clean, so you can freeze your cheesecake prior and then let it soften a little bit on the counter, and then it'll just make it a little bit easier to slice cheesecake and place them on all your trays. We're going to place all of those trays we just did in our tray rack in your freeze dryer. At this point, you're already in the freezing cycle, so you can go ahead and close the door after this, and then your machine will flip over from the freezing cycle to the drying cycle on its own. When your freeze dryer is done with the cycle, it's going to say cycle complete with 3 options: home, defrost, or add more time. You can do that if you need more time on the food, but go ahead and leave it and then release your drain valve. The drain valve will release the vacuum on your machine and let you open the door. Once you do that, you can go ahead and open your door and check on your food. So I'm just going to split one of these cheesecakes in half. You usually try and find the thickest piece. You can test it with your fingers. If this is your own personal inventory, or you're just going to eat that piece, you can go ahead and test it on your lip, and you'll be able to tell if there's any cold pieces after. To complete the cycle, you just push defrost and then continue. And that's it. Make sure your door is closed and your drain valve's open. We're going to package all of our cheesecake here, and we're doing this in mason jars and sealing them. These usually go out, we give them as gifts, or the kids like to eat them pretty quickly. It's a good little snack that's small. You can also package these in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. They'll last about 2 years just because they're higher fat content. Also, the mason jars just look really pretty if you want to show them off. And our kids are going to be eating them. We're going to be eating them. They're great snacks. They're good little desserts for when you have people over. And we can open and close them and not have to worry about having to seal them every time. And here they are. Aren't they pretty? If you have anything you'd like me to try, just post it in the comments. Happy freeze drying!